Hey y'all, and this is kind of like a get ready with me. My friend is having a color themed party. Yeah, she's a Virgo. Her birthday isn't until later into this month. So yeah, she's having a color themed party today. Yep. And yeah, so my color is really like white and purple. So I was going with another color, but I was like, no, I feel like I'm kind of like purple, purplish, or I like lavender as well. I used to have like a what was it called? An air humidifier. And I used to put lavender scent in it, and they just used to knock me out. But yeah. But let's get on to what we're talking about. But Glory Triggers by Sarah Jakes. And I believe I'm gonna put a photo of it right beside me of the thing called Glory Triggers. And she kind of talks about how, her life story. And she was like how sometimes God will put you back in places where you've been to see how far you've grown. You're not the same person you used to be when you was. And I wet my dress up. But yeah, Jakes Roberts. Well, Sarah Jakes Roberts now. She was Sarah J. Roberts. But yeah, I kind of thought about that. And this was really young. And she was saying she felt kind of, I guess, triggered going back to the same place where she was. Like, I believe she went to the church that she grew up in. Her father is T.D. Jakes. And she said she felt like when she went back in that church, she felt like she was still that little girl again. But at the same time, she's a grown woman now. And it's like, that's crazy, because me and my co-worker were just talking about it. I said, yeah, I said, sometimes God will put you back in places to see how far you have gone, to see how far you've grown. Because I talked about this before, but I ain't really going to have a deep conversation about it. But yeah, with me, this is my cocoa butter. I got to get some more. I put it on my face sometimes at my alma mater. When I was in college, it's like, for some reason, I took a picture of myself when I had first started Albany State. It's like I looked at that video and I looked at myself. I said, oh, my posture has changed. The way I act changes, Thing I had posted on TikTok, it was like I said so many different phases. And I remember the picture when it showed when I had curly hair, and I used to always wear this necklace called Black Child. That was when I was 20 years old. Like, I used to wear Black Child all the time. Like, it's a girl called Hello Black Child. And she was a YouTuber as well. She's still kind of YouTuber, but she really does have a YouTube called I think it's Black Child Diaries. So yeah, she created this whole thing because I believe she was talking about how she went into an interview and what she had on was not deemed as professional. So she was like, okay, well, I'm gonna make this clothing line, I'm gonna make this whole thing. And when she made it, you know what, I'm gonna support. So I had got a Hello Black Child. It was gold. And I had got it when I was 20 years old. I really did evolve. And I kind of think about how I do always, it's like I'm always having to start over. And I noticed that in my life a lot. I really noticed that a lot. It's like, I really do be starting over a lot. And I don't be noticing it. I guess I'm just used to doing it. I'm used to, okay, a season done. Okay, I got to start another one. I'm just used to doing that because I'm always evolving into something else, like this for me. Because for so long, I used to didn't choose myself. I used to choose others. Now, it's me. It's a season of me. Yeah, it's time for me to choose what's best for me, what makes me happy. Oh, well. I'm done doing what made other people happy. Done. That Victoria is gone. I'm like, wow, I really have changed. I'm not the same person I was when I was here as a undergrad student. I'm like, wow, I really did change because I'm more social. I talk to people now and stuff. I still have my days when I don't want to talk to people. That's normal. But yeah, it's like I look back at my life. I said, wow, I really did change. And I do see how sometimes God will place you back in places where you went through things that, like, I went through my first awakening my senior year Like, I went through my awakening. Then a few months later, I had to graduate from Albany State. I said, oh my gosh. And that's crazy because I really did have my awakening. My first awakening happened it happened in my senior year. Then I had my second one. I had my second awakening maybe 2 months before I graduated. And I didn't even look like I had awakening. When I look at my graduation picture, I can see what I was going through. I said, Lord have mercy. I didn't know what I was going through. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't look at college the same way. And I think that's kind of what happened to me when it came to like my graduate school. Because I had awakening up there too. I said, guys, dang. So I had awakening at graduate school as well. I had another awakening up there. That's what I seen. I realized, I said, I don't have to always do education to be successful in life. I don't have to always do that. I have other options as well, just, other than my education. That's something mainly that I know I'm very good at is education. I'm very good at that. But I think I had to realize, I said, you know what? I could do other things other than just education for right now. Maybe it's just meant for me to try to figure myself out again because I'm not the same 21-year-old I was before I had my awakening. Like, I'm not the same Victoria that I was. And I'm like, maybe I got to use this time to figure myself out again. Maybe I just got to just take a break from school and be like, okay, maybe it's just I got to figure myself out again. I was a graduate research assistant, so I was getting paid. So I had a stipend, so I was getting paid for doing my graduate research assistant work. So I was getting paid. So, but I realized too, I said, I'm so used to working plus doing college. I'm used to just doing two things at once. And I was like, yeah, this is what I'm used to. I can't just focus on just one thing. I just can't focus on one thing. I really kill my life all the time. I was a big self-care person. Like how I had my body cream, like I used to have so much body creams, Bath and Body Works stuff, baby, I wasn't playing. And we are back. Had to take a little break. But yeah. But I am starting to see a lot of how I remember my awakenings, but now I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have changed a lot, I really have evolved into, I'm more intuitive and more evolved when it came to my spiritual self. I'm more in tune with her now. I wasn't like when I first started my awakening, I didn't know what was going on and my mind was somewhere else. Now that I'm back at Albany State, I'm more spiritually advanced. I'm more knowledgeable when it comes to healing. I'm more knowledgeable when it comes to self-love. I'm just more knowledgeable when it comes to myself. So now I'm, introducing myself as a totally different person than I was when I first started at Albany State. So it's like, it is interesting to look at because it's like, I really am a different person now. Like, I feel like it's tea. And I used to always wear my hair like this too. So I really do like it. When I put locks in my head, little Marley twist lock things in my head, I always like to wear this hairstyle. And I have been working out, so yeah. And a little bit skinny back there. So yeah, I have been working out and I think that's what it is. Like I'm kind of getting back to the Victoria I used to be when I was 20. I said, oh, baby, I was in that gym. I was eating Mentos. I used to eat Mentos all the time when I was a little girl, when I was younger. So it's like, I really am kind of getting back to myself after having intense 3 years of spiritual enlightenment. It's been something. Trying to figure out if I want to buy this from Walmart. I gotta get me some water. But yep, that was what. Yeah, this is what I'm wearing to her party. It's kind of like a long dress. So yeah, I might take pics of it too. Yeah. I gotta take this off my lips. Gotta always start your lip combo with dry lips. That is, yeah, I gotta really get back to like, back to me, because Lord, this year has been something. It is the year of, what is it? Yeah. This year is 9, so it's like the year of completion and stuff like that. So it's like things are being completed, things are being revealed. I see that's why all this stuff coming out just like 2024. It was crazy. 2025, crazy too. Hey, just completing things out. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all later, and I might take a video of really what we're doing at her house. I don't know yet. I might just want to enjoy spending time with my friend. Have a blessed day. Mwah.